All right, let's talk about Jingle Bells. I mean, we've all sung it 1,000 times, right? But today, we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna treat it less like a song and more like a short story, peeling back the melody to find the narrative hidden right there in the lyrics.
Everybody knows these words. You hear them and you instantly think of winter, holidays, the whole deal. But what are we actually singing about? We're gonna dive into what this famous chorus and the verses around it are really describing.
So here's the big question for today. If we just ignore the music for a second and look at the words, what's the story being told? You know, what's the setting? Who are the characters? What actually happens? Let's find out. Okay, so first things first. Every good story needs a setting, right? A place where all the action is gonna happen. And lucky for us, the song gives us clues right from the very beginning. The very first line, dashing through the snow, paints such a clear picture. The word dashing tells you this isn't some slow, lazy walk. There's speed, there's energy. And of course, snow sets the entire environment. It's cold, it's definitely winter, and the world is covered in white. And this next part, over fields we go, adds another layer. We're not in a city with streets and buildings. This tells us we're out in the countryside, in a wide open space. You can almost feel that crisp winter air and just see nothing but snow for miles. So we know where we are. Now let's look at how we're getting around. The song is super specific about the vehicle at the heart of this whole story. And this number is key. It's a one-horse open sleigh. Think about that for a second. This isn't some huge fancy carriage pulled by a whole team of horses. No, this is simple, it's personal, it suggests a much more intimate, small-scale kind of ride. Now here's a fantastic little detail you've probably sung a million times. Bells on bobtail ring. So what on earth is a bobtail? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. A horse with its tail bobbed or cut short. It was a really practical thing they used to do to keep the tail from getting tangled in all the reins and harness. It's a tiny detail, but it makes the whole scene feel so much more authentic, doesn't it? And then the chorus just brings it all home. The snowy fields, that simple little sleigh, the one horse, it all adds up to this feeling of pure, uncomplicated fun. The song is really just a celebration of the ride itself. Okay, so we've got our setting and we've got our ride. Now, what's actually happening? What are the people in this little story doing? Well, the lyrics lay it all out for us. I love this progression. It starts with pure physical action, dashing. Then it zooms out a bit to the journey itself, going over the fields. And where does it end up? With emotion, laughing. It's this perfect logical sequence. The physical act of the ride leads directly to a feeling of total joy. You know, a great story isn't just about what you see, it's also about what you hear. And the song creates this amazing, vibrant atmosphere using just two main sounds. The entire soundtrack to our little story is right here. On one side, you've got that rhythmic, sort of mechanical sound of the sleigh itself, the bells ringing. And on the other, you have the purely human sounds of happiness, laughing and singing. It's the combination of the two that really brings the scene to life. And the song tells us exactly what effect these sounds are having. The bells aren't just there to sound pretty. They are actively making spirits bright. That sound is a key ingredient in creating the happiness of the moment. So when we come back around to the chorus, it suddenly has a bit more meaning, doesn't it? Jingle bells isn't just a catchy phrase. It's the sound at the very heart of the experience. It's the sound that defines this whole joyful ride. All right, we've looked at the scene, the characters, the action. So let's wrap this up. What's the point? What's the big takeaway from this little story told in a song? You know what's great? The song flat out tells us its own purpose. It's not about getting from point A to point B. The destination doesn't matter at all. The entire point of the journey and the song itself is just to laugh and sing. It's about having fun. So after we've broken it all down, the snow, the sleigh, the bells, the laughter, what is this song really all about? What is it celebrating? And that's it, right there. That's the whole story. It's not about anything dramatic or complicated. It's about the pure, simple joy you can find in a shared experience. Just a fast ride through the snow, bells ringing, laughing with the people you're with. And how perfect is this? The verse literally ends with the sound of laughter written out. It doesn't need a deep moral or a lesson. The final word is just the feeling itself, pure joy. A perfect ending to a simple, perfect little story.